Graham Rockingham here for the Spec.com. And today we're at the Westdale Theatre, the newly renovated, beautiful Westdale Theatre. And my guest is Ian Thomas. We're here because Ian has a series of three shows coming up here, one each over the next 3 months, called Creative Soul. Is that it?
Yeah.
And you're going to be, the first one you'll be with Sylvia Tyson. The second one you'll be with your buddy Murray McLauchlan from Lunch at Allen's, and then Dan Hill.
Yeah.
So tell us what each show will be like.
These people are survivors, and they're still creating.
They sure are.
Sylvia's got 10 years on me, although I look 10 years older than her. And she's still creating. She's still performing. She's coming up on 80, for God's sakes. This is a woman who we stood side by each on copyright issues in Ottawa, and she was out there, definitely breaking a lot of glass ceilings as a broadcaster with Touch the Earth at CBC, as a performer, and now again with an all-woman band of quartet, just four really lovely, lovely singers.
And Murray, he's like one of your best friends.
So Murray, yeah, okay, there's some nepotism there. I am the godfather of his son. My wife and I are godparents to Duncan. Now Murray's journey is a fascinating one because he's a painter as well.
Yes.
He went to art college for 4 years. And oh my gosh, we were actually just at the AGO for lunch and a guided tour around the Group of Seven stuff with Murray going right up and telling you about the brush strokes, etc.
He paints in that manner too.
Serious, really a great knowledge of technique. So Murray came into the arts by instinct and music. When he decided to, his dad decided he was going to leave home. I think there was a big boot when he was about 17 years old, and doesn't he go the Woody Guthrie route?
Yeah.
He hops on a damn freight train and crosses the country, and gets a sense of the country before he begins to write. Kel Supree's Farmer Song would be such a huge hit for him. He was incredibly moved by the people out there feeding the bellies of North America. And each of these, the first three songwriters that I've chosen, have come to song through totally different means.
Dan Hill comes from an incredibly creative family.
His
brother Lawrence Hill lives in Hamilton too.
And I think in some respects, both Dan and Lawrence are major achievers, and I think there's serious evidence there that they were always trying to please their dad. So it was a difficult struggle for those guys. But what's interesting about Dan is Dan was able to mold his creativity into being a gun for hire and writing for other artists specifically, which is something I had difficulty doing. He is amazing at that. He can sit in and become a writing partner. His creativity is wide open in that sense, and it's not as much of a a self-centered thing. To me, I would write for myself.
He's partnered with the best. He won a Grammy Award for Celine Dion.
Yeah, exactly. And nominated for the one he wrote with Bob Mann, Sometimes When We Touch.
Well, this is an extraordinary thing. You will be singing songs as well as talking about the creative process with these artists. And you can buy tickets now through thewestdale.ca. Please come. It's going to be a great show. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.